The seafood we collected today is only enough for 2 days. Luckily these days the low tide is mostly at noon, so we can make use of the time to find more seafood. Read at com. It's good that none of us is allergic to seafood. However, seafood is just a temporary, short-term solution. We have to find another food source. 3 Chin Tian's under eyes are blackened badly. You're full. I'm tired, I'll take a nap for a bit, wake up at midnight. Chin Tian didn't get any sleep last night because of me. It's morning. You're awake. Why didn't you call me last night? You were in a deep sleep. I didn't want to wake you up so that you can fully recover. You stay here and rest today, don't need to do anything else. Yeah, okay. Today the low tide is at around 1 p.m, I should go find other resources first. Read at com. Finding resources is not easy at all. I've been searching for almost 2 hours, and can only find some no-name wild fruits. From the location of the sun, maybe it's 9 a.m. I wonder how far is it from this place to the sand dune. I should head to the sand dune now, to catch up with the low tide. How comes, on this island? A large area of bamboo forest. In the wild, bamboos are considered as a multifunctional plant. All the tools in the book of techniques are no longer impossible. Bamboos are so difficult to cut down. Every time the axe comes to contact with the trunk, the whole bamboo tree will be shaken once, which reduces 3 times force and bounce back part of my force. Such huge bamboo forests like this many exist. Bamboo suits. My hands are numb now, but we still have food at camp. The suits can be harvested later. It takes about 2 hours from the camp to this place. Cutting down bamboos really takes time. It's noon already. It's a pity. If I had found this forest sooner, I could have cut down more trees. I have been wasting lots of time here, have to speed up the progress. Read at com. Chin Tian, you're back. You prepared these grilled fish. Yeah, I'm afraid you will come back late, so I prepared them first. Come and eat. The fish is getting cold. Hang on, let me put down these bamboos first. What's this? Charcoal. What's the problem? Why don't you eat it? It's too hot. I think I will wait a bit for it to cool down. No need to be so harsh on her. This fish only looks bad. I think its smell will be better. How is it? Delicious. Read at com. Very tasty, really. Then I'll try it out. Hold it to win it. All of these are over-grilled, too bitter. It's so hard to eat. The fish almost suffocated me. I'm so sorry I wasted these food. Read at com. No, don't say that. The fish is just burned a little, just be more careful next time. It's still edible, you didn't waste it at all. Let's me eat the fish. You can eat the oysters. It's alright. I want to eat the fish. Don't push yourself too hard. Chin Tian, what are you doing? Fish trap. You also said that the bottle trap is too small. I intend to make a bigger one, so I plan to make a big one now. Do you need help? Here's your mission. Cut 2 joints out, empty them, tie the string to make water bottle. Read at com. From now just let me help you. If we want to survive this island, we have to help each other. Be careful, don't cut your hands. Ellen has changed a lot. If previously, she just forcefully do the works, now she is willing to finish them. That's a good sign. Simple fish trap, including 3 steps. Use 1 bamboo joint to make the cage, split it out into flower shape, don't cut off the whole structure. All the bamboo strings should be splinted equally, then knit into crossed patterns to form the cage. After that step, use the remaining bamboo string to make a funnel at the top to prevent fish from running away. Finish making fish trap. 500 point received. Although the shape is not so great, but this is my first attempt. Shape the trap like this is pretty okay already. Chin Tian, how do you feel about it? Are these ears used to pierce the wire? Unexpectedly, even this one considered. Well done. It's just a hole that hasn't been punched yet. This is okay for me. Right. Do you have anything to do tomorrow? I went to the bamboo forest. I was going to collect the bamboo trees a little. I am with you too, can help a little. Otherwise I stay at camp alone. I don't know what I can do. At the right moment, I want to talk about this with you. In the past, because I worried about Ellen's mental instability, I hadn't given her too many duties. But now that Ellen has recovered, I don't need to worry anymore. Of course you have to use her labor to be good. Why become so evil? Suddenly a little regret when saying that. This bamboo forest is a bit large, the end point cannot be seen. Yes, the first time I came to this place, I was also shocked. Gone more than 2 hours, in this place rest for a while, read it calm. This place has favorable light. If you build camp here, you don't need to worry that wild animals will run out. Now for us food is an issue, leaving the camp to think a little carefully. As discussed last night, find this task for her also. We go back to camp, it takes some time, so regardless of whether we can find bamboo shoots or not, before afternoon, you must return to this place. Peace of mind, as if you didn't speak, I wouldn't dare go too far. Moreover, this bamboo forest is so big, there will definitely not be a few bamboo shoots. I can definitely find it. Where is bamboo shoot? Found it. Read it calm. Large bamboo shoots are too heavy, moreover there are many more, or choose relatively small bamboo shoots. So many bamboo shoots, it must be enough to eat for a while. What's that sound? Calm. Must calm down now. Absolutely cannot touch these boars. Must quickly talk about this to Chin Tian. This bamboo blade absolutely cannot continue to live in. Chin Tian. Come back so fast. You said you met a boar. Are you sure you weren't mistaken? I see it very clearly. On the other side. About 7 or 8 boars. Now going in this direction forward. Go. We hurry to leave this place. The wild boar, although not a carnivore, has a very strong attack, so quickly leave this bamboo forest. Worth dying. I didn't think there were boars in this side, the way back was blocked. Soon did not see a wild boar, now suddenly protruding so much, just escaped from the mountain. Read at calm boar. An animal with an average body length of 1.2 to 2 meters. Omnivorous behavior, thick dry skin, and hair like a coat, can keep warm in forests, mounds and mountains. The adaptive situation is very high. The forest mostly works in herds. Bulk flooding around early to mid-10. Early morning and sunset outside looking for food. Noon will run into the jungle to escape from the sun according to the wild. Ferocious nature, few enemies. But the tiger's food. The tiger will keep an eye on the boars, raid them one by one, but there are also boars that, for self-defense, blow the tiger to death, which is very dangerous. Quietly leave, do not make any noise. This herd of boars is too fast. They can catch me in 2 minutes. I got to think of another way. Too tired. I can't run anymore. What should I do? Will I die here? Even if I'm dead, I can't hold Chin Tian back. I can't run anymore. Just go. I'm too tired. Please don't bother me. Damn, are we starring in a movie? Can I survive on my own? Who said that there can be one person alive? Chin Tian, quick. Be quiet. If we can't run, then let's fight. The hunter in my village once said, we shouldn't be scared of a lone wolf. Wolves depend on each other to feel less scared of other predators when hunting, so they always go in herd. In contrast, a herd of boars functions differently. None of the herd's member want to sacrifice for the other. They will easily ungroup if scared. MANHWA. Calm. Yes. It works. One last step. Come here if you dare. Go away. I'm screw. Can't feel my feet anymore. Chin Tian. Are you okay? Are you hurt? No, not at all. I'm fine. Men. The herd of boars might come back soon. It's not the time for chatting. Let me pick the armor up and then we'll get back to the camp. So lucky it didn't break. Why isn't this boar running? Damn it. It was hurt. That's why it stayed. Oh no. A boar who lost its herd will feel terrified and become aggressive and violent. If it senses any danger, it will fight to protect itself. And what's the date today in Een calendar? Shouldn't I leave home on this day? I need to distract this boar so that Ellen can run away. Chin Tian. Follow the old track to get back first. Quick. How can I do that? Very good. The boar followed me. It's time to show off my skills. Calm bye-bye. Ha in your face. Leopard speed is activated. Expiring in 1 day. This skills is consuming me so much energy. Can't just run, I will die of exhaustion. This skill will expire in 1 day. But my energy won't allow for such a long time. I can only hold this in 3 minutes. Yet thanks to this skill, I'm running miles ahead of this boar. It's must gone now. MANHWA 00. I wonder whether the wild pig with fangs left. You're gotta be kidding me, I'm exhausted, can no longer run. I'd had better go hide somewhere. Hope that pig won't find out this place. Is it looking for praise through hearing or what? Not good, I'm busted. It has been chasing me for almost 2 kilometers, is it really injured? Couldn't see it for a while, I thought it gave up, can't believe it's still waiting for me. Luckily it can't climb the tree, I should take a rest for a while to recover the energy, then figure how to get away from that pig later. What the? Read at calm shit, the old man in the village once said wild pigs are capable of striking down the tree. I used to think it was just exaggeration, so it turned out to be the truth. I guess the tree will be fallen in less than half an hour 0000, but with that much time, I can recover half of the energy, making use of my skills, I can easily run away from it. It stopped. Look like its wound is bleeding more, making it lose interest. This pig weighs about 200 kilograms, if I can kill it and turn it into salted meat, we can have food for at least a month. It can barely walk, seem like it has reached the limit, I should make use of the situation now to kill. I've been halfway through already, I can't just easily let it go. Come here. Dying wild animals tend to attack with the most strength, I have to be careful, no duel at all cost. I have to wait for it to jump forward. Now. That was close. Not dead yet. It's still dizzy, I have to finish it now. Have a better life next time. Arg. The skin is truly thick, I've used all my strength to stab it, but it's still alive. I don't think I can't defeat you. Stop fighting, you will have a more comfortable death. Finally successfully killed a wild pig, received 2,000 points. I wonder if Ellen returned to the camp safely. Not the time now, I have to hurriedly leave this place or else the other wild animals will approach due to the blood stink. This pig is too heavy, can't bring it back to camp in one piece, I should cut it into smaller pieces and bring them back little by little. But the sun is going down, I'd better hide it somewhere first, in case the others find out about the body. Read at calm. But wild beasts are normally good at smelling, even when I conceal it carefully, there's a high chance this body will be discovered, but this is all I can do now, hope that no others could find it. Quick. We need to be quicker. Read at calm. See, why are you gathering ash? If we meet the boars again, I will throw the ash to their eyes to distract them so we can run away. So you're planning to get back to the bamboo forest. I want to come back to look for Chin Tian. I'm sorry I took your chance. Well, but you're here this early, you must have taken some fish with you. Chin Tian. Are you okay? Are you hurt? And do I look like I'm hurt? So lucky you're fine. I'm afraid that I can never see you again. I'm fine. I really am. Why are you so wet? Did you bath? Read at calm. It's a long story. When I was tracing that boar. Read at calm. That. Let me tell you, we're not high school students. Don't be shy. Take off your clothes and put them to the fire to dry. The temperature is low at night, don't catch a cold. Yeah, you're only good at saying, not doing. What? What are you doing? Haha, stop yelling, I'm wearing underpants. Unfortunately, we can't get back to the bamboo forest to eat asparagus because of the boars. Luckily, we still have some fish left in the homemade fish tank. We shouldn't come back that place. I killed the boar and hid its dead body in the bamboo forest. I will come back there tomorrow to bring back its meat. You can kill a boar. Well, you saw the evidence. So you have to come back there. It's too dangerous. It's just a luck that I could kill the boar. But now, we need more than luck. We need to take risk. How can I explain his to you, Ellen? Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time there was a family of 3. The father was a fisherman. One day, the father were taken down by the evil sea. To protect her son, the mother banned him from going anywhere near the ocean. Yet, the kid didn't listen to his mother's advice. He often sneaked out with other adults in the village to go to the sea. Years after, a tidal wave hit the village and the mother and the son were about to drown. When the mother couldn't hold it anymore, the kid swam to his mother and saved her. He was aware that avoiding is not the way to survive. So he learned to swim. You knew this story. I learned it when I was in junior SHU. And I read it again in my English reading test. So, you want to be that son in the story. To be active in everything. If we want to survive in this island, we must learn to deal with difficulties, not avoid them. Or else we will die. Read at com to support the translation team. So how can you deal with that herd of boars? Bamboo bow. I want to use bamboo bows and kill the boars. This deserted island only has one threat, the boar. If we have a bow, we can protect ourselves from them. Next morning, read at com. I haven't checked the fish net. Can you help me take care of it? Oh, and don't burn the fish this time. Don't worry, I won't. My gift only lasts in 1 day. It will expire by the afternoon. Before the expiry, I need to take advantage of the gift to bring the boar's meat back to the camp. If I'm lucky, I can use it to deal with other animals. Obviously, other kinds of animals found it. Read at com. I guess it's a luck they didn't eat all of you. The tenderloin has not been touched. I can take this firm skin to make a rug or a sheet of blanket. 00 MANHWA. Read at com. There are wounds of 1-inch depth. Who did this to it? Such a deep wound must have been left by that one. The boar's 4 legs weighed up to several pounds, which are enough to feed us in 1 month. Oh, and I can't forget the materials to make the bow. I'm just a human. There's no way I'm strong enough to take this boar back on my own. Had it not been for my fear of the herd of boars, I would have taken Ellen with me to help carrying the boar's meat. Fine, let's use the gift while I can. Speed up. Read at com. I think it's sharp enough. Are you planning to make the needle from rabbit's bone? Kaya. You want to scare me to death, then steal my legacy or what? Sorry. Huge pig's feet all came from that same pig. That's enough food for us in 1 week. Huge pig's feet. If we can cut down the amount of food a bit, those can be eaten up to half a month. Read at com. That much of meat is no joke. I'm exhausted carrying them all. What is this white part called? It seems like fat. That's the pig side fat. You don't know. Just keep in mind that those are used to make fat-based oil, making pig fat-based oil. But we don't have the container. Why don't we make one? Wanna play with clay? Just stand there and watch first. I'll show you how to do pottery. Now we prepare the clay, then shape and make it look like a base. This is exactly what I thought. Clay in the camping area is very creamy, extremely suitable for pottery. 000000. I should just make a small bowl in the first attempt. In the book of camping technique, there are 6 ways of making pottery: pinching by hands, shaping from clay, stick shaping by bamboo, shaping by pulling, shaping by pouring the clay liquid into the mold, shaping on an available mold by hands. Depend on each object's application. shaping the clay into different sized clay sticks. The other three methods require mold or machinery, so pass. Next, use the clay stick to stick around the base one by one. The other three methods, using bamboo stick, is quite easier than pinching by hand, however those are not suitable for beginners like me and Ellen. Finally, shape the clay sticks into the expected form. That looks like. No, it's not what you think it is. The clay is very soft, while forming we have to pay close attention or else it will turn out to have weird shape. You should try to make one based on what I've just taught. Just a small bowl, no big deal for me. Perfect, seem like it's not that hard. Ellen, how are you going? It's okay to fail, it's hard to succeed at your first. I made quite a lot but still not so satisfied. Don't raise the bar too high, as long as we can use it, it's good. Bowls can be made later. Why don't you try making the pot first? I'll go start the fire. Maybe she got skills, from now on I should let her do the handcrafting tasks. How big should the pot be? Average size is good, big pot is very hard to cook. I'll dry these things first before firing the products. They need to be dried out first in order to avoid possible cracks during the firing process. Although the potteries can contact directly with fire, putting them in a kiln shows better result. First of all, I need to dig a hole and solidify the surface. After that I'll build a kiln on top of it. Gradually form into a box-shaped kiln. Time flies so fast, it's getting dark. Can only continue in the next day. Read at com. Fish trap can catch enough fish for daily use, or could be more. Besides, we also have quite a huge amount of pork in storage. Suddenly I feel so rich. If things don't go sideways, we can no longer worry about the food source. Now it's time to better our living condition. Is there something funny? You're smiling. Did I? I smiled because we are still alive. Isn't being alive the happiest news? Nowadays schoolgirls knowing how to sew are getting rare, let alone the ones with great skills. I have to mend our clothes. We don't have anything to change. Sooner or later they will all be torn apart. Even when I'm good at sewing, there's nothing I can do in that case. But we just can't look at each other naked. Don't worry, we will be able to change our clothes soon. And our life will also get better. That's right, with this system, I can survive on this island and then leave it later. Can we actually brush our teeth with wood ash? Bite into brusher size wood ash to brush teeth. This method stems from the fact wood ash contains lye or potassium hydroxide, which can remove dust from your teeth. This may have cleaning your teeth. Yet it is just a contemporary substitution for real toothpaste. Read at com. How do you feel? It's quite hard. But at least it's not damaging my teeth. How long would we have to burn them? Basing on the size of our pottery, it might take up to 5 hours. What? The whole afternoon? I forget to tell you. If we success, we'll have to wait at least one night before we can actually use them. If. What do you mean by if? It's not so easy to make pottery. We must control the heat carefully or else there will be fragments and cracks appearing in our products. Therefore, you should make some spare pots in case some were ruined. All by myself. I need to sit here and watch the fire. More, I think this task is just a piece of cake to you. Sure, I can do it. At noon 1 to 3 bowls. OMG. Read at com. The rate of success is too low for now. I must think of a new solution. What is this powder? This is a tricky technique in making pottery. Frankly speaking, we would use ceramic powder to combine with clay. Using this mixture to make new pottery hellos, reducing the shrinkage of pottery while burning. Our products will be more firm in the end. Midnight. It's my shift now. Wait, let finish this bottle. 2 were broken. But comparing with the first time, we successfully keep the half of them. It means our method is working. If I could control the heat during the burning process, we might be able to make more. I guess we will have enough pottery to use at the end of the day. ZZZ. The next day it will rain soon. Why are you adding water to boil the pork fat? It will explode. Adding water means we have extra oil. Water also helps reducing the risk of overburned oil. Regarding the explosion reaction of water and oil, I didn't add too much water in the pan. By the time the pork fat releases, water will be turned into steam. No water, no explosion. While waiting for the oil to boil, we should start grating this clamshell into powder. For what? To make soap. Oh, soap. Soap, any problem? Do you know what will happen if we combine fat and alkali? Saponification, so what? Oh, I got it. Shell powder contains Tsanchi carbonate CaCO3. Once burned, we achieved Tsanchi oxide chow. For what? If burned, Tsanchi carbonate would turn into carbonic, which is very deadly to smell. Don't worry. It's just a small amount of toxic air. In the end, we will have Tsanchi hydroxide CaO2. We can also derive potassium Co. from wood ash. Don't add too much water, there is alkali and potassium, so we can combine it with pork fat to make solid soap. At the same time, soap can be manufactured from the fat itself because it also contains potassium. Yet adding the wood ash helps upgrade the quality of the soap. It can clean better. There are no drugs on this island. We might die if we're sick. Therefore, it's essential to make a kind of soap to kill germs and cut the risk of being sick. The pork fat must be ready by now. So far so good. What else can I ask for? What is that? It smells amazing. Can we eat it? It's crispy pork lard. I suggest you not eat it. It stink. Actually, if you're an avid fan of pork fan, you'll love it. But if you're not, then it's quite terrible to eat. And most of us are not its fan. How long will it take to form soap? Maybe by tomorrow. Let's go to the banana wood this afternoon. We need to get ready for the downpour. There are so many dark clouds. It's going to rain. Luckily we have finished building the tent, or else we won't have anywhere to go when the rain comes. By making pottery and soap, I now have 6,000.0002. Read at com, what are you thinking? I'm wondering what took you so long. Was you beaten by a snake? Does the soap works? Not too bad. But it's too dry for hair, however, we're lucky enough to have soap on this island. Yeah, this is for you, you made it. Thanks. It wasn't a big deal. But I hope you like it. I believe you can take care of the extra amount of pig skins. Be careful with the fat and meat because they can ferment and smell bad. Talking about bamboo bows, it's lucky this kind of bamboo is not too wet. Yet we can't find any dry bamboos on this island. The only way is to burn them on fires to get rid of the water. There are two types of bows, soft and hard. You need to use more strength to shoot arrow from a hard bamboo bough. The soft arrow cannot shoot arrows in far distance despite using less effort. To kill boars, we need hard bows. Besides, there are one-layered and multi-layered bows. Read at com, one-layered bow is made from one bough while the multi-layered one is structured by many bows. The quality of bamboos is not good. We should make multi-layered type to shoot arrows more effectively. In the workshop teaching how to make bows, we need a mold to shape bows. Yet we don't have any molds here, so let's do this instead. I didn't expect making two ends of a bow costs one day. Maybe I won't finish making them by tomorrow. Manhwa read at com. There's thunder. Quick, put the meat and soaps inside a pot and cover by a lid. Finally we're done. How big this rain can be. Look at the rain, it may last longer than we expect, until tomorrow. Chin Tian, you are good at school, right? What do you mean by that? You can duplicate others' work to create soap yourself. You're definitely good at school. Nah, I just achieve enough to be in a good school. Noting special, I learn from the books and that's all. You can't judge a person's knowledge by scoring them. Also, judging someone through their achievements are not objective either. Your parents care about rewards a lot, don't they? Parents are all alike. Read at com. What's that noise? This sound. It is. Ellen, wake up. Breakfast. Chin Tian, what are you doing? Don't ask, wait a little bit. We must push these trees off. Chin Tian, what's happening? I'm not sure. But clearly we're in danger. Hold tight, don't lose your hand. Chin Tian. You scared the shit out of me. I thought there were some wild animals. They're here. Boar. Wow, we did not hear it wrong. That's the sound of a clusters of boars running. Seems like there are a lot of them, about 20. Those two are not leaving. No need to be afraid, they can't come here luckily, it's raining so the smell will fade away, they won't find out about us anymore. Chin Tian, look. Read at calm. Are they dead? Not so sure, they look like they're still breathing. I don't know if they're like that previous boar which faked death. If these one are dying, we can finish them by a knife, but it's so risky to do so. Read at calm. Not to mention that they have so many wounds, I wonder what has happened to them, like being whipped by a big rope. Cascading noise. The body's temperature will decrease due to the rain. If this condition continues, Ellen and I will be cold to death, and there is no way to know when these boars leave. I can't just sit here and wait, I have to figure out something. Hold on, I'll throw my shoes to distract them. If they run, we can take advantage of that to escape. Hope it works, if not, we'll have to fight them. Run. See. They left. Finally they looked kinda panic, clearly they were scared by us. I'm afraid that the previous chaos clusters of boars were scared by something else. I'm ready, jump, I'll catch you. Read at calm. Slip. Oh eh. Read at calm to support the translation. Team. It hurts. Chin Tian, are you okay? Rainy night mission completed. 3,000 points. 3,000. What did you just say? What? No, you must mishear it. Lucky that you pushed the camp down, if not, the boars must have destroyed everything. However, it still takes us a lot of time to fix this. Thank God, you guys are okay. If you run away, I don't know what to eat. Read at MANHWA coin to support the translation team. How can you be so jolly saying that? What a waste, we haven't used any soap and it had already turned out a mess. It can be recycled because it hasn't drenched by the rain. All the wood sticks we collected are wet now, hope that we can dry it when the sun comes up. Take off your undies. Read at calm. Washing and showering at the same time can save up some soap. No, I'm not taking off my undies. Seems like the stream's water height has surged a lot. We were right for not choosing the bank to camp at the first time. The fish tank I made with stones is now underwater. Luckily, the fish trap is still usable. Wash all your clothes and dry it first, use this instead. Read at calm. Ellen said it was okay, there'll be days when she has to be half naked if the condition continues like this. We must find hemp rope. In the evening the boars won't come back tonight, right? I'm okay with that, they make loud noise when they run, we can hear them and hide before they reach us. Clothes hasn't dried yet, you sleep first, I'll watch midnight. Then wake me up after midnight. After last night, she must not feel safe anymore. Even I think that these boars can appear at any moment. It's so stressful to think about. I was so naive when I thought that we could easily live on after successfully making pottery. I should make bow and arrows quicker, so I can fight back, not running anymore. Tie the string to 2 pieces of the bow, spin the bow to make them stick tightly. Then tie the string with 2 pieces of the bow tightly, then another piece, solidate the bow. Rabbit skin can be used on the handle to increase friction. The strength of the bow comes from the body. It's not about the string, so the string cannot be elastic. A normal string is alright, but it doesn't have flexibility, will be easily parting. Pig sinews are the best choice. After being dried by the sun, it lost the elasticity. Smash it real hard and tear it into small strings. Use it as main string and braid it with rope. Now we have the bow. Read at calm. Good. It can't be parted, the bow is not deformed, the bow is finished now. The arrows. Lu Tao Mu is the best kind of wood to make arrows, but there is no such thing here, just use normal wood instead. The wood sticks are wet, use the heat of the fire to dry it. To create the arrow head, there are two ways. The first one is burn the head with fire, then sharpen it. The second one is to use stone to sharpen, then stick to the body of the arrow, and tie it. But the first one takes more effort. I'll make 3 of them first, compare the strength. If there is not much differences, then I'll use wood arrows about the tail of the arrows, just use leaves first. Bow and arrows successfully created, 2000 points more. Points. That means I have 11,000 points in total. I can buy skill now earn, for now I can choose 2 more skills. I have tried this super speed once, which also helped me to save my life. But it's quite stamina consuming. There's no way I can use it for long. If I encounter species like wild pig again, it would be a waste of time. They're strong and can track their prey easily through the smell. No matter how fast I run, I'll end up being busted again. Adequate strength. With this skill, I think I could fight face to face with the wild pig next time. But this can only be applied for a 1-to-1 fight. If I have to encounter a pack of wild pigs, there's not much I can do with these 2 punches. I have the bamboo bow now, that can make up for the lacking force. Choosing super speed is still the optimal choice. Successfully bought a skill. Changing sequences start. Is this hallucination? I feel like I'm getting much stronger than before. Energy flow is floating across my body, as if I have just had a fine sleep, and wash away all the tirings. The next day we should abandon those dirt cubes. First of, find the fragments of the ceramic, gather them together. Wild pig's sudden attack has destroyed the whole camping area. Chin Tian and Ellen finally can recover after a resting day and start cleaning. There's not much to clean up, mostly just ceramic fragments, and some wooden furnitures. They're all cleaned up after a couple of hours. After the attack, most of the stuffs were broken and became unusable. With experience, they remake all their ceramic products. The skills of both have improved. They have made some of the daily basic ceramic tools after 2 days. After a rainy night in the 3rd day, Chin Tian finally has time to practice his bamboo bow. Thanks to the system, Chin Tian could make a bow. However, he never learnt how to use a bow before. Therefore, his aiming skill is kinda miss again. But after a day of practicing, his shooting skill has improved. Not that skilled yet, but it's enough to shoot the wild pigs. The next day. Inside the woods, the thick leaves have covered the sunlight. The rain has stopped for 3 days, yet there are still a large amount of oozing mud here. Is that tadpoles? How comes there are tadpoles on this tree? They seem to grow healthily. Look, there are 2 legs. Soon they're all gonna become frogs. Judging from the number of tadpoles, I guess that place is where they lay eggs. The habitat wasn't lost due to outer factors. What a big world. There are still many things we've yet discovered. This is like the first time I've seen tadpoles survive on trees. Bamboo forest. Last time we encountered the wild pigs here. As long as we don't enter further into the wood, I guess we won't meet them again. Luckily there's a rain recently, or else it's really hard for us to find bamboo shoots at the edge of the forest like this. Quack quack. This sound. Could it be wild chickens? Just exactly like what I'm expecting. I've never seen this type of mountainous chicken before, but its color is so beautiful. We'll have chicken soup for tonight. 000. It's much harder when the target is moving. Those chickens are bold. They are not afraid of me. They even come back to give me the second chance. I shall not miss this time. Perhaps I should approach a little bit closer. Not really close yet. Quack. Successfully kill the wild chicken, received 200 points. Nice, finally. Quack quack. What, I'm out of arrows. I wasted too many arrows for the last round. Whatever, these chickens are more than enough anyways. Silly chickens, y'all reacted too slow. Are you ready? I'll open the lid. It smells so good. 000. This is chicken soup. OMG. So yummy. I can feel the richness of the chicken meat. It was complemented by the fresh and earthy flavor of the young bamboos. All of those flavors are dancing in my mouth. Wild chicken meat is low in fat. They don't have many meat, actually. So basically, the meat tastes even better without the fat. Yet, the taste of bamboos after the rain is a little bit sour, which enhances the chicken. As a result, they become a surprising sweetness. It could be better if there were salt. Shouldn't we add salt? Something like that. This kind of taste is enough to make you so excited. I wonder how you would react if there were real salt. Oh. I forgot that we're on the island now and there's no salt around. Having salt would be extremely useful. We can use them to flavor our food and even supplement necessary elements for human body. How dare she call herself a student without thinking of making salt from sea water? If you want salt, just ask me. Stop complaining, we'll go to the beach tomorrow to make some. We've been here for 2 weeks without eating any salt and iodine. Without it, we'll soon run out of energy or even suffer from fluid imbalance and swelling body. Promise. The feathers of wild chickens can be used to make arrows. It might take a while to boil the sea water. We may need to go look for another material. 0000 you should go. Maybe for a walk. How about you? I'm about to make a sundial, which helps us to tell the time and arrange our activity. A sundial. Cool. I'll help you too. Wait, we don't have any tools in hand. We can't even get the right angle. Who said it? We have a rope, don't we? A rope. Is it possible? First, gather an amount of mud and shape into a square. Next, taking the advantage of opposite corners of the square, we identify the center. Now, draw a circle on the mud surface the dial. Basing on the position of the sun, we have 3 types of them, which are equatorial, horizontal, and vertical sundials. The difference is in the angle of the dial. The names make it clear. The translation team: horizontal sundial, vertical sundial, equatorial sundial, the equatorial one perpendicular to the gnomon style. Meanwhile, the horizontal sundial is laid on the ground instead of attaching to a wall like the vertical style. Among these, the equatorial sundial is the only one spaces the hour lines into equal parts. 23-241-22-21 2019-18 Now, we use the rope to draw hour lines in clockwise. We don't need any measurement tools thanks to it. It's quite different from normal clocks. Instead of 12, there are 24 hour lines because the sun rotates 360 degrees in 24 hours. Besides, the hour numberings must be marked on both sides of the dial. This is because the sun's position is changing by seasons. Winter, spring, summer, North Pole, equatorial sundial. Yes, we must mark both sides because the sun's shadow will be cast from below in winter and from above in summer. How can we make them perpendicular? But how can we tell which angle is right to place the dial? We don't have any clock here. Are you making a sextant? For what? We only use a sextant to measure the angular distance between the sun and the horizon at one certain point. Yet if we've already known which time it is, we don't need it anymore. It's not completely accurate. Yet we can tell the exact time of one certain hour. You mean at noon? At midday, our shadows are shortest. We can depend on this feature to set the dial. Ellen, can you help me watch the gnomon? I'll go check the sea water. Don't worry, when the shadow of this bamboo disappear, I'll tell you. It's still a bit wet. Yet if I continue to cook, it will be burned. Let the sun dry it then. Each time cooked, 200 grams of sea salt can be produced. We can eat them in half a month, yet there are still impurities and sand in the salt. It takes another st. Get edible salt. The amount of salt will reduce after such steps. We still have some time before the afternoon, let's boil another pot. By doing so, we can produce at least 600 grams of sea salt when leaving this beach. After refining, the products can be used in 1 month. Chin Tian. Come here. It's noon already. It's not stable yet. Give me more bamboo. This is just crude salt. It is advised that we should not eat this kind of salt because it contains mud, sand, and dissolvable components, which are very harmful to human body. Given these knowledge, Qin Tian and Ellen came back to their camp after the sun rises. They intend to saturize this salt. This means washing the salt in water. Frankly speaking, the salt is dissolved in water. Then it is separated from the salt water liquid by boiling. We can produce clean salt by doing so. Read at com. The most crucial step in cleaning salt is purification. So Qin Tian and Ellen made a purifier. Gravel coarse sand fine sand charcoal using the body of a bamboo tree to make the container, they make some holes underneath with knife. Then, they put cloth, charcoal, fine sand, coarse sand, and gravel to the container respectively. If we have activated carbon charcoal, we can produce better quality salt. It's better than charcoal, which makes the salt cleaner. Unfortunately, it took quite a long time for this homemade purifier to produce clean salt water. They have waited in vain. PM. This chicken soup is so amazing. Chinese cuisine is well known for its seasonings, dressings, and cooking techniques. Among these, salt is one of the most important seasoning. That's why just a touch of it can elevate the dish. But you're so overreacting. By the way, how long have we stayed in this island? It's been 20 days for now, almost a month. Qin Tian, didn't you want to make a boat? What type of boat you're making? If we want to cross the sea, we need at least a fishing boat. But first, we must improve our living standards. It might take years for us to build a good fishing boat. We need to live well, healthy so that we can put time and effort in doing other stuff. Let's first build a better tent. Such as bamboo or wooden house. So that we won't need to hide when wild animals visit. We need to move to another place. She's right. Since the last rain, I think living in a wooden tent is not safe. We should find another place. Moving. Why? Although this place is spacious, there are too many trees around. We can be seen by wild animals easily. We only stayed here because of the time pressure at first. But now we can solve all the food and time problem. We should move to a better place. Days later. Read at com. It's hard to find a new place. I spent 4 days looking for one, but I still get nothing. This place's lighting is more vivid. Have I reached the border of this jungle? What can I meet out here? Is this a lawn of grass? Read at com. This place is covered by trees. Good place for camping. A cave. I'm afraid there might be a wild animal live here. If there's something here, I must get rid of it first. I can't see anything. Let's use an arrow to find out. Nothing echoes back but the sound of the arrow touching rock walls. It must be an empty cave. Read at com. So spacious. If there are no water crack, we can live here. Is this animal's skeleton? It belongs to something. There are more than one skeleton. A wild animal must be staying here. Read at com. Activate cheetah mode. Shit, this is. Read at com. A panda. But why does it look a bit strange? 0. Shouldn't be scared, use a big branch of bamboo. Will it eat this? It seems interesting. Mother f.cur. What is happening? Read at com. No way, a panda's face is all white. But this bear's face is black and white. It does have a panda's shape. Maybe it's a half-blood bear. I cannot fight it directly. Let's first keep a distance with it. I'm not standing far from the panda, but it can't figure out where I am. This means his smelling is not as good as the boar's. The boars can find me easily by smelling. MANHWA. Calm. Can't believe I'm trying to kill a panda. Despite my unwilling, I have to do so to take over its cave. I'm so sorry. WTF. MANHWA. Calm. Its skin is too thick. The wooden arrow's head can't hurt it. This is way too strange. Depending on the 2 times being chased by it, I realized it can't run too fast. I can escape by using the special running super, Power. 00. Let's use the rock arrow now. Your head is surprisingly thick like your skin. It works. Oh no. MANHWA. Calm. Was your head made from 24 karat aluminum? His hand's power is too strong. I can be torn in 2 pieces if hit by his hand. My superpower is expired. Let's first get back to the camp and think of a solution. Panda. Isn't it the national treasure? Maybe we should ignore it and find another place. Even the arrows can't kill it, this is too dangerous. It may not be the national treasure. It looks quite different. MANHWA. Calm, don't worry, I won't do what I'm not certain about. By the way, we can always run if we can't beat it. Have you thought of another solution? I want to use my iron belt's tie to make an arrow's head. We can make 2 from it. We can tie a rope to the arrow's head so that we can take it back after shotting. By doing so, we only need 2. Iron can only be melted at 1500 degrees Celsius. Yet burnt woods radiate about 700 degrees Celsius. They can't be used to melt iron. MANHWA. Calm. Therefore, Qin Tian have to create a wind pumper to continuously let air flow into the furnace. By then the temperature inside can exceed 1500 degrees and melt the iron. The air pumper bellow is functioned by pushing and dragging. It's like a syringe. For injection, the air can be fed into the furnace during the firing process. Basing on what they're having now, the simplest way to make an air pumper is to empty the bamboo's body, open a door in the furnace and push air inside. That type of pumper is a waste of time effort in the long time. MANHWA. Calm. At this time, Qin Tian chose to make a wind fan. The wind fan can be created with a cover and fan's axis. The structure is very simple and energy saving. The crucial thing is the propeller is straight, so whichever direction it is moved, oxygen can be pumped into the furnace anytime. While Qin Tian was making the wind fan, Ellen is busy crafting the arrows' heads on mud. After one morning, they finished preparing. OMG, we'll soon run out of clothes and go naked. It's okay for me. You're the one to be worried. MANHWA. Calm. How long will it take? Another half hour. MANHWA. Calm. I can't hold it anymore. Don't give up. Patience is gold. I can't do this anymore. I want to take a day off. MANHWA. Calm. Ellen's mold is very detailed and exquisite. She can make such a symmetrical mold just by using a knife. Maybe I should ask for her help in doing other crafts. The last step is grinding. 500 points are awarded for making iron arrows' heads. The translation team, what do you think about the arrow's head? Thanks to your work, they look sophisticated. Thanks a lot. I'll cook tonight. It all counts on you, arrow. It's so sharp. This must be enough. It's a pity we don't have enough iron to make more arrows. If I had 10 more to use with the superpower, I could beat that bear easily. Making the sundial and salt means I now earn 4,700 points. I have enough money to buy a new book now. What I need most now is the animal encyclopedia. Reminder. We're selling a combo of an animal encyclopedia and a book called How to Train Wild Animals. With a price of 4,500 points. Do you want to purchase them? Really? Such a bargain. I'll take this combo. Books downloaded. This animal encyclopedia is a supplement to the book about common animals in the wild. Let's find out what's inside this How to Train Wild Animals. This book features martial art moves, which help you defeat wild animals and make you their king. Such a silly introduction. Kangaroos know boxing, therefore, you must always be aware when confronting them. Read at calm. At a certain distance, kangaroos will swing their body up and kick you, balancing with the tail. You should carefully slide your body to him. Once reaching its bottom, use your hands to crush its balls. There go the kangaroo. Seriously. Rhinoceros has big body, big mouth. It's unlikely that one can win when fighting it face to face. Therefore, when you encounter a rhino, distract it and turn to its back. Be quick and slide to its bottom before it can realize. Once you're under the rhino, fiercely attack its balls. Hey yeah X3. By doing so, you make the rhino suffer from a severe pain. It will freeze, fall down. Attack its balls by now. There go the rhino. Apes are one of the strongest animals in the wild. They have well-built body and great attack power. Yet they're not that much a big deal. First, laugh hard at the ape to drive it crazy and attract its attention. At this moment, quickly slide your body under its bottom. Aim the AK-47 gun at it. Now, let the bullets do their job. There go the ape. I wonder who wrote these shitty. I will let him pay for it. Haze, such a waste of money. I bought a lemon. There's nothing good for sale. Morning. You're awake, the stew is ready. Chin Tian, how furious is that panda? You want to see it? You can't. Just get rid of that thought. Haze, but I really want to see it. I can only escape if I run along. Bringing her might make us both die. Chin Tian, so delicious. I think your cooking skills have progressed gradually. She was so afraid of the wild life. Yet she looks calm and peaceful now. She must be used to the life here. I only have 2 iron arrows. I must carefully tie a rope to them. It all depends on this time. Let's use a wooden arrow to check if the panda was here. Read this manhwa fastest update at com. It's not here. Maybe the panda went out for food. Let's see if there's any information about it in the encyclopedia. Ancient pandas first appeared in the end of the Miocene, which was 8 million years ago. Living in humid forest sides, they're the panda's earliest carnivore ancestors. There are some information, but from the Miocene. Is this an ancient animal? When pandas first walked on Earth, they were carnivores. Yet due to nature selection and the change of living environment, their food resources declined tremendously. Therefore, as time passes, ancient pandas started to eat bamboos. Recently, they evolved into the Ailuropoda pandas, which feast on a vegetarian diet. So, we can domesticate the ancient pandas by changing their food source from meat to bamboos and asparagus. They will gradually become nicer if trained. P.S. They can be domesticated within 2 months without any misfortune. Extracted from Wild Animals Encyclopedia. 2 months. This system might be unreliable, but its information is usually right. It's interesting to tame an ancient animal. Worth to try. Let's first think how to make it stop moving. Sliding under his body and hit its balls. No way. Let's just make it physically disabled. I hope this arrow can hurt its limbs so that it can't go out and find any food. It's the only way I can change its diet. Good, I can take the arrow back after shotting. Grow, oh no, I bits it off. Activate cheetah mode. Let's run for my life. First, keep a safe distance. It works. Yet this mode costs me too much energy. Let's just stop here. I left 6 wounds on its body. Repeating this for several days and it will be tamed within 1 day. Take time, little fella. The 2nd day. The 3rd day. The 4th day. Weird. It should be home by now. Where is it? Could it be bleeding to dead? No way, this blood trade is still new. Cheetah mode on. Dang. It learned to ambush me. Try this. So smart. It figured out how to fight back. I lost one iron arrow. Let's just get out of here first. I only have one arrow left. If that bear ruined it, I would be doomed. What should I do?